I think it's just because they taste so good. I'm having a chocolate mint brain right now. This is number 4 for Rory for the day. It's 1:30. It's about right. Mm. It feels like Christmas, the chocolate mint. It's just like, it's so fitting for this time of year. Okay, recording. Welcome to part 3 on this. This is going to be a fun part. I can spend a lot of time in here, but really it's just to get awareness going, right? And get you guys built up for it. So I asked everybody to have a Coinbase account that could. If you can't get Coinbase because you're like in Hawaii or someplace where it's marked off, crypto.com seems to be available. There's going to be ups and downs and changes with regulations. We're going to have to follow it as time goes by and things get established. We're going to do things to the best of our ability. I'm going to tell you again, disclosure. Everything I'm about to show you has nothing to do with me telling you what to do with your money. I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not even telling you where to invest. I'm just going to show you what I've done and to kind of explain why I made those choices, just so you understand the process that I go through. And I'm just going to show you what I've done and reflected on it. And I'll tell you this too, this is just one place. This is one wallet I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you all my other wallets. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you one that I think is the easiest to teach from, and that's Coinbase. I can tell you that right now, under the works, we have developers creating wallets that we will probably market and maybe market above and beyond Coinbase. It'll have a better reward for us as marketers and going forward. That I'm open to that. I sat down with some amazing developers and they're creating some incredible wallet structures for us. I might hint on one of those. In fact, I'll tell you what, at the end of this, I will hint on something massive coming that's going to be so good for our community. And I actually have a few of those, but I have, I was kind of told not to, but I put the verbiage on the page and but it's coming. It's just a matter of timing. So I want you guys to know it's coming tomorrow, just to plant the seed, and I'll end with that. All right. I'll end with a few things. I'll end with goodies. So I'm going to go into Coinbase. Now, I'm going to let you know what's happened over these years, right? So we've established that there's as many people with wallets in the world as there were email users in 1994. Okay. And so we're right in the early adoption stages. We're still in that, right? Even all the early adopters aren't even into cryptocurrencies and with wallets yet. So this is a great time and advantage for us to do the work, plant the seeds, do the SEO, do the keyword stuff, do the outreach, and set ourselves up as an informational platform for this going forward and being here now. This is really valuable for us, okay? And you're going to want to write articles and pages on these topics. And you can do them on even one topic. It's worth this, guys. I'm telling you, as me, it's worth my time. So I guarantee it's going to be worth most of your guys' time to spit out information on it. All right. So rory3.com/blockchain-innovation. I've already started it. Right. And I got 2 pages that stem off of it. And you're welcome to copy that, modify it, make it your own, and we go forward with it. Okay. We'll be doing a lot more of this. Also, the VIP sections or the VIP training access that we have, we're going to be really diving in on there and working on specific projects for that. And that's because I know that if you're at that stage, you've got your PBS going, you've got Google AdSense going, you understand the art of performance blogging, and you're sticking with our key anchors, our foundational stuff. And now you're ready to add more to the circular process because you understand how to do it. That's why we're doing it in the VIP section. Okay. We're not trying to keep people out. I just want to teach people that aren't ready yet. I want it to be ready, and it's going to be, we're building a whole database of training. So when you're ready for it, it'll be ready for you. Okay. Now, I'm going to go, let me log in here first, then I'm going to share my screen. This is educational and entertainment purposes only. Again, I am not recommending you invest. I'm not telling you to invest. I'm not advising you to invest. I'm just going to want you guys to see where this is at, okay? I just noticed that, if you sign up now, you guys, I'll tell you where this adoption is. Here, hold on a second. I'm going to hopefully share my screen and you guys can see it. I have a backup recording process I'm going to use just in case for this training especially, okay? it might be better. All right, so I'm trying to sign in and it's giving me a little bit of trouble. Here, let me stop the share for a second.
Yeah, you weren't
Not
sharing. No.
Yes, well, it's not. Yes, there's a protection on there. And it's almost like if it sees me in Zoom. All right, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna come right back in after I log in. There's a security setting. I think it won't let me log in. Like it's weird. Oh, I'm gonna come right back in. You can pause the recording. We'll start it over when I get back. It doesn't matter. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, guys, and go through with this. Also, I have hopefully you guys can see my screen clear.
No,
Here it comes.
there it comes. Okay.
Let me know if you can see that clearly. Now I'm logged into my Coinbase account. Again, I'm gonna go over some different things. You guys, I call this my play funds. I use Coinbase to put money in and pull money out, and I invest in other wallets. So the majority of my crypto properties aren't in Coinbase. Okay, but Coinbase is very easy to use, and it's very easy to buy from. I can tie my debit card, credit card, ACH bank account. They have a custodian through regulations. They actually can take possession of money and transfer it to other things. That's why a lot of them can't do it. A lot of wallets, you can't put money in, you can't put your dollars in, okay? Now, I can tell you there's innovations coming out to make this even more available, like the infrastructure is being put into place. Something very, very important, and you should write this down. We are learning as things are adapting so that we are in the right position to market successfully long-term, meaning we know new things are going to be coming out. We're part of the infrastructure, and as long as we're learning and doing it, and we're building up SEO and credibility for being a knowledge base on this, we're doing work today that we're going to win years down the road on. I mark my words, everybody that's taking this training to heart and sticking with this and not quitting, we stand to gain a lot in the future with this, period. There's no way we can't. It's going to be progressing. The number one thing that any of these products or services need is going to be marketing. It doesn't matter how great they are, they have to be marketed. The law of marketing is still prevalent in blockchain technologies, blockchain innovations, and cryptocurrency. Nothing is outside of that law. So Coinbase, I think it's really funny. Let me see if I can pull this up here. I'm gonna show you something. Now, I saw a lot of different innovations come on with the internet, including banking, right? And Coinbase, when you can refer, this is funny. I'm going to bring up a lot of stuff. You can refer a friend, and they pay you to refer somebody in. They give you like a reward, right? Eventually, they won't be doing that, and that's based on historical access. So, you know, one of the things that transferred from hard to easy with the internet and the innovations the internet brought in the internet innovations, right? Internet 1.0 and 2.0 was banking, transactional business, which is now going to go through an even bigger evolution with the blockchain. It already is. And PayPal hit the scene. And when PayPal hit the scene, they were paying me $10 and giving $10 to every new account. I was printing money. Literally, I would get people to sign up for that, and they saw the value of it, and they got $10 just for signing up.
and it sounded cool whether they're going to use it or not. And then eBay joined in. So now they had another purpose. And as soon as that started hitting like the 17 percentile, they went from paying me $10 to $5 to nothing. Okay. Coinbase still, we're talking 3% of the population has a wallet, and they're not all on Coinbase. So Coinbase is the #1 right now today. They're paying us $10, but now I'm starting to see where they're only rewarding $5, and they're going to start paying us $5 and eventually nothing. This is why it's really important on the marketing side that we're part of projects that don't cut us off at the end, that we do foundational products. Don't get married to a technology piece because it will be replaced, innovated faster than anything else. We want to be part of bigger things. So when I tell you guys to market foundational, that's because in my history, that's what's proved out. Other things are like fads that came and go. You had to be replaced, new things would come up, and you don't want to have great success and say, oh, I used to do that. No, we build right, so we constantly have success. I've already learned the hard way. Don't learn the hard way, right? Respect that I know where we're going. Respect that when we give anchors, there's a reason. And it's because we know it's foundational building, things that aren't going to change. And then we can focus on the change in our circular pattern. We can benefit in both. We can eat our cake and we can have our cake and eat it too. And we can even eat extra because of the structures in place. That's the power of the performance blogging system. That's having a structure that works that way. That's why grocery stores are always doing great. If something's not working and it trends out, they can replace it with something else. They can shove it in a small corner and take advantage of something better in that space where it was once. We get to do all of that. We get to learn from the successes that have already been here. History does repeat itself, good and bad. Okay, so I'm going to go over this. I mean, they show you where your balance is, right? Right now, at the end of the year, all the asset stuff are going down. Okay. And I shouldn't say all the assets, just there's a dip, right? And there's been some, nasty dips, right? This is my play money, and it's been as high as like 58K, right? Now I have some Bitcoin, and this is not for me to brag. This is definitely not braggable, but this is just to show you what I've done with it, and I just play around. Okay. Now at the moment, I only have like 1 Ether in here. I got several Ether, right? I was mining Ether for years, but this is like a holding tank for me. This is like my, I guess you could like an operational like checking account almost, where I put stuff in here to transfer out, because Coinbase is set up really well that I can send from Bitcoin to Bitcoin anywhere else. There's a lot of places where I go use Bitcoin to do other projects with, but I can't put money into Bitcoin there. I got to put it into Coinbase and then send it to them. That's what I use Coinbase for. Now, I also use Coinbase to stake and hold coins now, because they made that available. This is something they've added. It used to just be Bitcoin and then Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then they added other coins. So I'm just going to show you some things that I've done and how easy and hard it's not, and whatever else, and also show you the learn to earn and some other aspects of this. Now, I know some of you are already on top of this, and that's awesome, but most of the world is not. So the thing with Coinbase is I'm going to come in and I can buy, sell, send, receive. I can add the ability to put my credit card on or so forth. We have buddies or partners that are working on ATMs right now that people can literally go in and throw in $10, $100, $200 in an ATM, and it'll show up in your Coinbase wallet or another wallet. There's other companies fixing this problem so that more and more people can adopt to this, right? Now you look at Velavita for us. Velavita will pay us in Bitcoin, and then you can send it right to Coinbase or to any other Bitcoin wallet that you have. So as you're building your income there, you can take a portion of it out in Bitcoin if you wanted to and transfer it through. More and more things are becoming easier to do that. It's going to be mainstream eventually. And here we are learning it all. We're just part of some cutting edge things, so we see it sooner than the rest of the world. That's great. That means we get to get the knowledge, learn the knowledge, use the knowledge, and teach it, and use it to gain in our marketing. So I'll come down here. I'm going to go to Bitcoin. This is the first thing I ever bought and use Coinbase. And if I go to let's see, I can go all. So right here, this is when I was like setting up my my assets. Like I've been using, this is my own personal. So February 23rd, back in 2014 or whatever, that's when I started using Coinbase. I didn't even see all the future was going to come with it, right? And you can start seeing when I started doing transactions, right? You can see it. There's a pattern. I can't even lie about it. It's right here, right? Third-party validation on Coinbase, right? And then you can see other transactions going up and the growth. Bitcoin here, I bought some back here, then I use it, transferred all out. The Bitcoin that's currently here, it's 0.4. This is all earned from Computa and referrals of people into Coinbase over this period of time. And that's been, and now today's value is 18 grand, and it gets higher, right? The Bitcoin price is considerably down, right, for the market. You can see it on the wave. Then it represents half of my allocation of assets here. For me, I could buy Bitcoin all the time. I got friends that do. I like buying the altcoins, but I have other locations where I store Bitcoin and add to it as I get it from other projects that I went into in mining operations. And I can just tell you that it's something that I do think is going to continue to go up. And having a program like Computa where I'm earning it literally every day makes me feel really good. I'm part of something, right? Ethereum, still part of that. Mining operations been shut down. It's been an interesting thing, and I found that it's better for me to put my time and energy into the businesses that I can create money, and then based on my feeling or planning, I can invest into other things, right? So, I bought some Shiba, right? I've got a lot of Shiba compared to some people and not a lot compared to others. This was fun money that I put in here, meaning, and I won. I put in very early. Cardano, ADA, this has a great purpose, and I'll walk you through what you learned about this. And I continually will buy more of this at $1.24. It's great. My buddy was buying it near $3 and still buys more because it's great. These are things that the industry and the people like that I met with when I was in Puerto Rico, they all see this as a big winner in the future. A lot of people's advice on that. Now I can buy Nibris and buy some more, go through with that. I probably will, right? So I go through that and I'll show you some stuff. Cosmos, I can't even remember when I bought this a long time ago. I promise you I've gained on it because I probably threw $100 or $200 in it. But letting it sit for a year or 2 years, it grows more than it will in a savings account. I've made more money on every single token that I purchased in here than I would have sitting it in the bank. XRP even went up. Now I used to have a lot more XRP. I got ripped off with a lot of other people, $2 trillion worth in a exchange that I thought was a valid exchange. So you got to be very, very careful. Coinbase, definitely trusted. Anything else we work with, we're going to have to vet them all out. Binance has been pretty trusted. Crypto.com, very trusted. There's several other wallets that are trusted as well, but it's, if you can't find knowledge on them, don't use them. So Cello, another one that tends to have some stuff. One of our really good friends is a programmer. He built the bridge from Cello to Bitcoin for exchange purposes. I'm going to go over some things. These are things that are the challenges of this that are being fixed. The infrastructure is still being created. As more and more people adapt and come into it, more and more things are being made easier and easier to make this a real life situation to use. Cello has some great purposes on it, and as for me, I want to hold anything that looks great. And when I have 100, 200, 1,000 I want to throw into it, I spread it out there, and I definitely might put more in Cello. Like today, I probably would. Avalanche is another one. AVAX. You can tell which ones I put $100 here and there in, but I can tell you that what I've bought in has always gone up because I've been waiting. Some of these things I've held for a long time. Algorand, Trant, Litecoin, I bought that a long time ago. And a lot of these, if I do sell them and I pull out the cash, I'm going to pay, capital gains taxes versus short game taxes. Again, I'm not a CPA. I'm not giving you tax advice, but I do know this. If you do short gain, you're going to pay a lot more. And I don't do this as in and out quick trades. I'm looking for long-term wins and progressions. And over time, things have gone up. Everybody that bought Bitcoin, below 20 grand and just held on to it, they're really happy today because they held on to it and it grew. Same thing. Flash pan success is dangerous for me. I just don't do it. I like to put stuff in and let it sit. Same with all of these, right? Gala, I talked to some of the formulators and I should say the programming team and the guys behind the nodes for Gala 2 days ago. There's a really good a guy out here. He's worth a lot of money that's really invested in the nodes for the Gala project. They're rolling out 4 different tokens for green energy, for healthcare processes and everything else, things that the big trends are going towards. And it's interesting to know, and I'll be sharing that information. USD coin is what's considered a stable coin, which is a funny term at the moment, but it's a stable coin, just like DAI. DAI is a stable coin that people use to hold their money and go back and forth on. The thing with a stable coin is they don't fluctuate much, and it gives you a stability to go into other projects that are fluctuating. And that's why if you hear the term stable coin, that's what that is. So the USD coin is stable. I don't even know why I even have any in there. It's probably for some project that was just left over, but so be it. Zcash, you know, I bought one at probably 20 bucks and just let it sit there. Like I didn't, you know, that's fine. Same with Stellar Lumen. I bought these like I probably threw in like 20 bucks way back when, right? Fetch is a newer one I got into, and you know, and then you know, Doge. I had a lot of Doge, and the one thing I lost, I bought some more here. It's just a fun thing. Some things I just do because they're fun. This is the newer one. This Isaac RLC. New. It's it. Dai's been around for a while. Voyager. I had heard good things about that, so I own a little bit, and I'm just in participating. It's just, you know, participating with a little bit of money, right? You don't have to go crazy on it. Bounce token, measurable data token. These all have different purposes. Bitcoin Cash. I literally didn't buy this. I got it during a fork thing when Bitcoin did something, and great, whatever it does. That's all free to me, really. I didn't pay for it. Compound, same thing. Bitcoin SV, same thing. I didn't pay for that. It happened as a reward payoff when they did some type of expansion. Clover Finance has a separate purpose. IOX. These are all things that are. This is IoT. This is just like what we have with the hubs. This is the same type of direction, and I'm going to talk about that as we get going. Loop ring, the graph, amp, all these things are things you can learn about and get paid to learn. And these are also things that are here now. If they're in Coinbase, I feel a little bit more secure about them. They've gone through a vetting process. Doesn't mean you should just go buy everything that's in there. You can do research on them. So I can come here and I'm going to go here to 1 month. Look how volatile that feels, right? And if you're a short-term investor, this is freaking you out, right? Lost all that money. I should have sold out. No, I'm long-term. Look where this goes. Like if I go to 1 year, look, 1 year, it started down here at 12 grand, and now it's up here at 35. And there's not a lot of purchases in between. You can tell. I mean, I'm throwing a couple $1,000, not that. The gains are great. This is a long-term game, right? Long-term. If I go all, I'm learning, doing very little with it. You know, I can see where this is going. I'm way even before the early adoption side, really. I got in here by mistake. I needed it to send money to Bert in Argentina. So anyway, we go through all this stuff and you go down, you know, for what it is. I mean, it's got great potential, but I'm learning, right? To me, it's a learning thing. You don't see my other wallets. I'm not here to show you all that. I'm just showing you the Coinbase aspect because it's pretty simple to use. And I'll go to trade. Now, and in the trade section, it's going to show you what's available to buy. Some things are available to hold here, but you can't buy new ones. I say that and I even see one. Trade shows all the ones you can do that. You can come in here and look at top movers. And I'll show you the ones that are going up and down. This, you know, grew 66%, and you can say, wow, that looks really great to buy, and then it drops. All that things can happen, right? Again, I'm not giving you any advice on this. I'm just saying you can watch where it's at. You can see things that are trending, right? And if you would have bought some of the TrueFi back when it came out at 2 cents, you're going to be very happy at this point, right? But that's what's, you know, good about it. These are all different things that are here, and there's obviously a reason why they're moving. And sometimes that's the time to get information on them. Then you get a basis of where that price is, and you know, what I do is just watch it. And if I see it drop and it looks like it's good, and I see like maybe I want to buy to get the upside, or maybe I'm like, oh my gosh, this is undervalued. I think it's going to go somewhere. And you can put $100 or $200 in it, whatever you want to do. That's what I just look at, right? But I also look at the top movers as far as interest earning. You know, Ethereum 2, you can't even buy that right here. US coin, it pays nothing. It stays at $1. You don't gain anything. The DAI pays 0.01%, which is almost nothing, but you know, these are stable coins. They're meant to hold the value, and it helps with the purchases, right? And DAI and other ones are replacing the US dollar. So the US dollar started out as the stable basis where they put the values on. And as more and more things are becoming decentralized and the world is seeing it, they don't want to be tied to the euro, the dollar. They want to be tied to other stable coins, and people set those up there. DAI is one of those that's set up that way. Stable coins, not the US dollar coins, stable coins that's away from the fiat altogether. Things that are based on gold, right? We can go back to that. And that's what you hear on that stuff. So I'll go back here. Interest earning, and then DeFi. DeFi is a big category. It's massive. It's decentralized. Remember, D stands for decentralized. Fi, which is finance. This is decentralized finance. Big area for sure, and it's changing. And you know, there's some very incredible things I've been involved with that have some amazing returns in this. And this is, you know, loans and the way people get loans. It's all changing. You know, the way you gain interest from your stuff, your savings account aspects, there's real projects that get rid of, you know, the greed and speed and things that people have been used to. Amazing. We're going to be definitely spending a lot of time in this. It's a major area. You know, there's trillions of dollars in crypto DeFi already, and there's more to come. I'll click on DeFi to give you some examples. Uniswap, Loopring, that's why I have that one. Aave, Maker, AMP, that's why I have that one. The Curve DAO token, very interested in it, don't own any yet. DAO means decentralized something organization. DAO is a very fun place. Oh my gosh, well, that's a training all by itself. All these right here, Sushi Swap, Perpetual Protocol, these are all DeFi based coins, and there's way more interest in here than people realize what's going on. You know, you think about it, money investing infrastructures for the third world countries. DeFi is an amazing solution for it. It also offers a lot of protections to the investor. It's pretty amazing and we'll break that out. Okay, it's pretty amazing. There it goes. Cryptocurrencies that enable decentralized finance, DeFi, which refers to financial services that are built on top of blockchains with no central authority. Everybody that reads that should realize, hey, this is banking with freedom, not controlled by someone that can pull the rug underneath you. This is an amazing, amazing innovation in mankind right here. Okay. You guys know that money is, you know, it's currency. You don't have it, you can't buy things. You can't buy things, you can't build houses. You can't, you know, own vehicles and pay for the gas in your car. Finance is part of it, is right. We need it. We need it in our life, and this is what's enabling to protect that in the future. Pretty amazing. So I'm going to come in here. Here's send a gift. This is refer the link out there. A lot of us refer this in our marketing. You can also you can send crypto to anybody with a email address and they can get an account. You can send them a credit card with it. It's pretty amazing what you can do. Send a gift. Invite friends is a referral program. They're still paying us $10. They get 5, we get 10. And when they set things up there, but you know, more and more, you know, don't expect this to last forever. They should always reward it. But when they get that, when the market's coming to them, they'll stop paying that. That'll be the indicator. And they do all sorts of different things. They need to, right? They don't have the whole marketplace. They don't have 3% of the marketplace. They have a portion of that 3%, and they're going to want more. So are other wallets and innovations. So we're going to keep our head on that and see where that goes. I'm gonna come down here to learn and earn, and this is one of the funnest things they do on here. And everybody that has a Coinbase account, you should spend some time in here. Just, it doesn't take long, and you're going to learn about new protocols, new things coming out. And the reason why they do this is all has to do with marketing. They want people to understand where they're going, so you buy in, and hopefully you want to invest in their direction. And in order to get you to even look at it, they incentivize it by giving you token based on a dollar value, right? So you can earn earn 1 FET for doing this and doing this, and you read the information and answer questions. I did a bunch of them the other day. I did them. You can do them anytime and get it. It's, you know, but I also want to learn where things are. And it shows you right now where I earned it. There's nowhere for me to earn right now. There's new things that come in, but you just simply go through and answer questions. Let's see if it'll even let me do it. I'll pull this up. It'll pull up a video. Lesson 1 of 5. You watch this video and then you answer questions. And then they give you crypto in it. So if you look at mine, I'm going to close this. I'm going to go to my assets. Right down here, I got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 in value of the token for getting through it. So this one, I think I got 3, and it's down to 281, and it's coming back up. I got it for free. Now, if I like where they're going, maybe I will buy more. This measurable data token, I guess I got some for free. I don't know. I mean, it's not worth much there, but I don't remember. Oh, this is the value. Let's see. Where's my, these are assets. Let's see. My assets. There we go. Sorry. There we go. So AMP, I probably got $3 worth or $2 worth. It's worth 231. The graph, probably $2 worth, right? I got it for free. I didn't invest I invested time and to learn it, and I got rewarded this way. And if they go up, great. And if I like it, I'll buy more. That's why they do it. But everybody should be able to do it. I had like, it says $32 earned. I thought it was like 40. But that's probably because some of them dropped in value. So I got $40, which now shows at 32 because they've dropped. Well, it doesn't mean they're going to stay low. It means they just developed a new thing and go forward. All these things are being bet that they're going to perform later. No one comes out with a set solution that's working now. They got to build it out. They got to do things. They got to earn it, right? And build the infrastructure in place. So when a new thing comes out, that's what's good about it. So like SHIB came out and came out at a very low price. Some guy bought $1,500 worth. He's worth 1.5 billion. It's probably a little less than that because it's come down, but he did major win, and he's a warehouse worker, and he just did it the day it came out, and just for fun invested in him, which was a lot of money at $1,500, as he stated. It was a really good read. You know, now he doesn't know what to do with it. And hopefully he's just holding and see where it goes. But you know, I bought into the game for fun. I put mad cash in here, and I won because I bought in early. And I won, but I'm just going to ride it out. I don't want to pull it out and pay huge taxes. I want to see what this does in a year, 2 year, 3 years, and just goes, right. You know, my running joke is I hope it hits I hope it's a penny. I hope it hits $1. It'd be crazy, right? And you can't say it won't happen. Bitcoin did it, and it's based on usability and where it's going to be. And they're tying into all these crazy new innovative worlds and different things. You see where it's going. Cardano, everybody says this is a still below $3 on what it's going to do and capable of. And you know, again, when I go do some more things, this is one I will definitely put some money in because I just believe in what I've heard and where they're going. And you know, same with Cello and Avalanche, and you know, that's where I'll look at. So you know, you'll see where you can tell what I like by all that. But look, I'm not doing anything that's like even. I'm not. This is what I do with for fun. It's where I put fun money, right? Or I set a goal, and if I make more than that week, I can go invest it into, you know, Tanya and my, you know, future and other things, right? We still have traditional stocks and bonds. We still have traditional life insurance policies with you know, tax deferred gains. We have a lot of other financial vehicles, but the crypto world is very fascinating, and I want to learn. And so I put stuff in here that I don't care if I lose, because right now it's still new, and if I don't worry about losing it, it's all going to be fun and takes the pressure off. And that's the one thing I would recommend to anybody going into something like this is, you know, don't stake money you need to live by. Just, you know, consider it mad cash and educational, right? I invest in my education because it's always been great, and I learned more by doing this stuff and being part of it. But you know, when you actually even have a stake $10 in something and you see it go up and down, it's kind of more interesting than when you don't, at least for me. So this learn and earn is very big, but the thing that's really good about the learn and earn is, and I know it's available on Coinbase as an app. So when I'm on the plane, I'll pull up Coinbase and I'll read stuff. There's all sorts of articles and stuff released that wasn't happening before. And you get to hear about different things. And every now and then it might get you interested. And that's the whole idea. It gets you interested, and you can go invest in some. And you know, and maybe you throw $100 in something and it goes up to $1,000 because you had information and got in there early before they launched. That's something that's kind of fun with it. But again, do it only as, like, I do it as entertainment. And I'm going to say this is all entertainment purposes only, and you see where this stuff goes, right? But you know, inviting people into this and educating people on it, they do give us a reward, right? Like it shows, like it shows right there. I earned 390 in Bitcoin, so 39 people, right? But that was at values way back when, and it's grown. Like I was getting $10 in Bitcoin when Bitcoin is worth $2,000. So that $10 when Bitcoin's now worth, call it 40 grand, it's worth more than that. That means that my $10 is now worth, oh, here, I'll do it by time. So it was at two, my brain is shut off. So if I got $10 in Bitcoin is worth $10, right? And let's say that I got $10 then, and now it's worth 100, 200, it's worth like 250 times more. That means I got $2,500 for that referral. And that's why my Bitcoin's where it's at, right? So referring this is great. It gives us a means for it. It's also a great thing for us to market people and share knowledge. You know, a lot of people I talk to don't have Coinbase. Like if I go out in the street today and talk to my neighbors, most of them don't have a Coinbase account. They kind of know what Bitcoin is, and they kind of don't. And they all feel like they've missed the boat. Yet there's only 3% in the world with the wallet. When you understand the metrics of what we're looking at as marketing, it's a huge opportunity. Now I'm going to show you some stuff on Coinbase on here as well. I got my notifications panel. It lets me know the things that I care about going up and down, right? That's great. You know, I just kind of look at it for trends and see. but also I'm a long-term visionary guy. I like to put money in and where it's going. My ether that I bought all my ether or mined all my ether below the $700 mark. So any ether I have here, my other wallets, I've won big, and it's been really high. It's been as high as 8K, right? But that's the whole thing, and it's time. You don't, and I put it in there. I'm not doing this as an income where I'm trying to make my money off of the ups and downs of crypto. I'm putting my money in here for long-term investments to see where it's going to go, knowing that I could have a 100, 200, 300, 600, 10,000% return over that period of time. That's what I like about it. And it's new and innovative and it's fun. But those aren't, I'm not giving any type of real projections or anything. I just expect things to happen good because they have been happening good. I watched friends of mine turn, $1 million into $100 million over 7 years. I've watched bigger things happen with bigger risks, things that I wasn't even risk averse to, and they've won. And I've also seen people lose a lot in the same time, right? So it's just like anything, but picking the right racehorses is kind of fun. And I like to diversify. When I used to invest in mutual funds, I liked it for that reason, because I don't anymore. I do something else, but I like the fact that I can't lose all my money in one thing. It's like a broken window. I got many pains. And I look at this, and that's what I do. And you can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to do it again, but I like having a little bit in a lot of them just to have fun in the altcoins. I've also seen some very stable proof that if all you did was buy the main two, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you just put $50 a week in all of them, no matter what the market is today, when you buy, you're going to definitely gain in the long run. And it seems pretty dang valid. So if someone says, look, I only have $50 a month, I would, if it was me and I only had $50, I didn't want to think about it much, I'd probably just throw it in Bitcoin or Ethereum and just call it good. But at the same time, you could throw $50 in Cardano, and Cardano, if it goes to $2, is going to be a bigger jump sooner than Bitcoin going, to double up. But no crystal balls and everything else. It's just something to be fun in, and I think everybody should participate at some level. I also think it's great for anybody that's in a self-employment situation that can control their income, is you set goals and say, I'm going to increase my income by $1,000 a month, and I'm going to take that $1,000 because you've already covered your nut, hopefully, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to put a percentage of that into mad investing, meaning I'm going to call it entertainment, and put it into Bitcoin or Ethereum or Cardano or XYZ or PDQ or whatever, right? I put it into something different to expand and risk for growth, right? And that's definitely something that I would recommend, and that's what I do for myself is if I have a big windfall that comes in, I always take a portion of it and throw it into other windfalls to come. I don't spend it and lose it. I like to put it into something that can grow and gain. And I'm going to tell you that over the past few years, every dollar that I've put into this has all increased. I haven't lost money over time. I've gained over time across the board with all of my crypto holdings that are in a sound place. Now, I put a lot of money into crypto that I put into what I thought that everybody $2 trillion worth thought was trusted and got ripped off. Right? I lost $150,000 in XRP alone. Okay, and that's the risk I took by not betting it out and trusting the sheep mentality. I didn't do my own research on it and realize that someone could have pulled it. Coinbase can't just have one person pull it. They've set things up and they're proper stewards. And I feel a lot better now that I understand, and I didn't then, that Coinbase has the ability to put money in and put money out. They have the licensing for it. They can be a custodian of the dollar. Big difference. Now that I know what that means, I trust Coinbase to buy from and pull money out, and I definitely intend to report it as an American citizen that has opinions about the tax code, but I do follow the law of the land, and therefore I don't need to hide it. So I like Coinbase for that, because they are going to report and have that check and balance in place. I also see where things are going forward, and I'm going to try different wallets. Now, that being said, you guys see all this is pretty basic. This interface will change. This looks different than it did a year ago, 6 months ago. And buy and sell is pretty easy. Send and receive is really easy. I'm going to show you this really quick. Send and receive. If I want to send Bitcoin, right, I can send it to a mobile address or another wallet address. This only does it through Coinbase. I don't recommend it. I don't trust that myself, even though I've never, but I can send up to my entire balance anywhere to another Bitcoin address. And there used to be a really big problem if you didn't put the right address in, it just went to space. Now they kind of have a validation model, but you got to be really careful of that address. I also, whenever I'm sending from my wallet to another wallet, something that my friend James taught me is send a small amount first to make sure it goes through. Even though it almost always does, if it doesn't, you lost a lot and you don't get it back. That's the thing about it. There's no chargebacks or second guessing or remorse feelings. Once you commit, you're done. It's that trustless society. It's actually for the better. So I send $100. Let's say I'm going to transfer 10 grand. I'll send 100, make sure it goes through, and then I'll send the next. And even though I'll pay more in fees, I feel better at that because of the problem. So that's a great habit to have. But I'll send BTC, and if I'm going to receive it, I say I understand. See, it says if you send in the crypto to the wrong address, Bitcoin to a Bitcoin Cash address, your crypto will be lost. You got to be really careful on this. I'll say I understand. This is my barcode I can send somebody, or here's my address I can send them. They send it to that, it'll come to me here in Coinbase, right? And only send BTC to this address. They try to send something else, it won't come through. It's got to be Bitcoin to Bitcoin. And that's the way it is. Now there's things that are making that cleaner and easier to go back and forth on. That'll be coming down the road. If I'm going to buy or sell, this is just me to buy some, and I've got it set up where I can buy with a credit card. I can buy with, and I got limits, and they give you limits. Like I can only buy 5,000 on my credit card in a 24-hour period of time. Google Pay, I got a different limit. PayPal, I got a different limit. I've done some big transactions where I put it into Coinbase and send it somewhere else, and I've earned the right to do 25 grand on a single wire. They vet you out, right? They vet you out. So this is something that's good to know, and it's very simple. And I can buy as little as on PayPal I can do $1,000. That's great of them, and that's and it's really simple. And I can buy whatever is available in their thing to buy. They used to only have Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now they offer all of these, right? All of them. So let's say that I want to buy. Let's see what I want to buy. I'm always buying more stuff. It's really simple. Augur. I met the creator of Augur. He's worth a lot of money, and he's actually invested into a program that I'm going to be having a meeting with. They're setting aside funds to teach people how this all works, and they want to put our courses in there, and we get to earn Augur for doing so. There's things like that coming out. That they hunted me down. It was crazy. People know who we are, guys. It's awesome, and what we're doing. We also have some very strong supporters of what we're doing that are. I mean, they're loud speakers for us. They sing our praises. So, congratulations for being part of what we're doing here, guys. And it's just going to get bigger and better. So I'm going to come down to Cello. I like Cello, Cardano. So I'm going to go to Cardano, and I'm going to buy $150 worth. Right? I'll just do it on PayPal. Preview the buy. It's going to charge me a Coinbase fee of $5. And there's a way to avoid it. You can be part of Coinbase One, and you pay $30 a month, and you don't pay as much in the fees. I don't worry about that. Depending on what it is, I buy a lot in a month, or I don't buy very much. Right now, it's a downtime, right? Like to me, it's a downtime. So I'm like, I'll throw some more in where I may not before, and I'll look at the end of the year and see where I want to do. But this is going to buy me 115 ADA, right? And if these go up to, it's $1.25 each. So if it goes above that, great. And I want to hold on to it for a long time, over a year, right? So I'm going to buy this now based on where it's going. That's my philosophy on it. I'll hit buy now. Not saying it's right, and I'm not recommending it to anybody. I'm just telling you what I do. Be very clear about that. And that's going to go through. Now it's going to take minutes to transfer it, and I'll get an email that it went through, right? And then I'll have more Cardano, right? So in my asset base, my Cardano will go up by $150 worth at $1.25 a token. So Cardano is going to go up. Where's my Cardano? Oh, right there. It'll go up from this point to a higher point, and I'm going to have another, whatever it is, another 100 or so Cardano, and this value will go up. But it's based on how many ADA I have. So based on this value, this will go up, but my tokens will remain the same. So that's why I like to press and go forward. Now, what I like is our ability to earn coins in marketing processes and be, so we've got enough things in our anchors to create now money to live and build with. But if we also can be participating in work to get paid in token, we're earning the token, and we only have a tax liability based on my understanding. I'm going to say it that way, like based on my understanding, don't quote me on it, I'm not giving you advice, when we pull it out. So let's say that I bring this project to everybody, and let's say that everybody has the opportunity to get 14,000 tokens in a project, right? We'll call this a hypothetical, maybe a teaser. I'll leave that out there, where you could get 14,000 token. And that 14,000 token is going to come out in the near term, and they think it's going to enter the market like, say, $1, right? And that was to come out, and people with short-term thinking that want to pay the most in taxes could sell that for 14 grand in that scenario, that hypothetical, and pay 42% or 37 plus your state tax to the government. Or you could hold on to it for a minimum of a year to only pay capital gains tax of like 15%. That's what I kind of understand it to be. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a tax advisor. But that would be like, hey, we're going to build this. And we know that if we were to build this as a marketing force, and if we get massive marketing to happen and get exposure and adoption of the public to utilize this, that token could go up to $10, $100, $200, $300 based on use. That 14,000 token becomes even more valuable and less of a tax burden after a year anyway. So I'm looking for projects like that to bring to the family. And that was a hypothetical, maybe a teaser of what to come. And that's the things that I want people to understand. So, there's ways to participate in this crypto world that's not just about putting money in. We have other resources. And as a marketer, we carry the #1 thing to make a business successful is getting the word out there, right? Without us, they don't gain awareness. Without awareness, they don't get uptake. They don't get uptake, it doesn't fly. It doesn't let them to do the next thing they want to do. So when people are wondering why would they give us so much token to market something, is because they're relying on us to market based on what we've proven out. Pretty amazing. And hypothetical, maybe a tease. All right, so I'm going to go back to my other. You guys see where I create my stuff. Blockchain innovation, I'm going down to the bottom page. And I will be adding more. I'm gonna go down here to projects coming in 2022. Jesus, now this is just ones that are contractual. There are literally 50 more in the works. When I say 50, it's probably more than that, okay? I put that 50, and that was before I had my last calls this week, and a lot of things changed. So one is called ETH, which is Ethereum Trust. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but I'm gonna tease it out. This is big people behind it. They already got their custodial licensing and registration done. So just like Coinbase, they'll be able to take control of the dollar and invest it or move it around. It's a very big thing. And it's basically a huge fund that we will be able to participate in as RRR247 and to market it as well to build and grow with. And it's something that has been under the works for a while. I just got really excited when they got their licensing, because that means we're that much closer to have it. And it's something that I wanted to do as a community. I got some amazing, colleagues and friends. You guys have been around me long enough to realize that, I do business with people that I enjoy, and my best friends are people I've done business with. I mean, look at Niall and I, right? So, honest business is like the best form of friendship for me, because we have each other's family interests, goals, desires in the same focus. And I really believe that my best friends should all want me to win the biggest way possible, and share in that win and be my biggest supporters. And that's who I like to hang with. It's why I'm happy all the time. I don't hang around people that want me to fail. Why would you want to do that? Right? I was born into a family with enough of that crap, right? So I choose differently. And when not all, I got a sister that I got two. I got some amazing family members, and we all have some that aren't. And I choose to hang around those that want me to win. And I want them to win. That's the atmosphere. We should all want everybody to win, rise them up. No one should be pushed down. Bad way to live. And this program is going to be an awesome direction there. These guys know how to make the money. They're building the platforms, and it's going to be a very conservative and strong direction to go forward with. So we can help those that are making money protect their money. We can help things as the future goes, participate in it with knowledge. And that's the one thing I like to just put out there with projects I work with. I'll go ahead and close this out. And is I bet on myself every time, right? And if I have a community that I'm part of, I'm going to bet on them every time because we have some type of knowledge and control versus giving it to a stranger or a stranger program that I don't know what they are. I will always invest in myself. The things that I've invested in with myself, I've won with. The things I've invested with strangers have been my problems. And so looking at that and history repeating itself, going forward when these new projects come on there, I feel so blessed to have been doing all the things that I've done. I've lost money in certain things or failed in many things, but it always got me involved in more education and to learn what I didn't know, right? Because you don't know what you don't know, and it's educational, right? And now when new things are coming up and new frontiers are coming up, oh, I have a way better understanding, way more confidence, and I know what to look for. I know what questions to ask now that I didn't know before. And I think that's something that I wanted to explain to everybody here that makes it a very, very important thing going forward is you are constantly gaining something that's going to make the future brighter. And if you're not into the process and not looking for a lifetime of learning, then what are you doing, right? You know, you got to cash in on your knowledge, right? You've got to be pressing it forward. It's a resource we all have. Again, we're all limited on time. So I'm going to come back on here so you guys can see me. I'm going to log into my other one.
Recording in progress.
All right, now I'm back here. All right, and I'm going to go over just some final philosophy for the moment. Right, it's constantly going to be evolving. Let me. Am I sharing my screen? I am right here. Okay, much better. That's what I wanted. You guys, we are at an amazing time in life, right? And I said that when I saw the internet do what it did. I couldn't believe that was part of my lifetime. And that was just a precursor to teach us what's going to happen next. You know, and I want you guys to realize that. All right. If you don't have a long-term vision, get one. I promise you that's what this is all about. It is for Tanya and I going forward. It's long-term. We're not seeing how much we can make this year and then cashing out. This is what we're doing the rest of our lives. This is what we're going to be passing down. It's a legacy, right? And we don't know where this is going to go. There's something more after the blockchain that could happen. I never saw the blockchain coming. Never did. I thought the internet was it. Where does it get better for what it is? And I was wrong. Gratefully so. You know, smarter things are there. And remember, we're part of the marketing. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to be able to listen to the smarter people that come in and take that knowledge and go forward with it. You guys, what we do as marketers is super valuable. So learn it, all right? And I'm going to beg you to finalize your PBSs so that you can gain on the whole mechanism that is. Get your Google AdSense set up. That's why we press it so hard, because then we know you're getting on there, and when you start writing these articles, they're going to be seen better by the powers that matter, okay? And you also have another means to make cash. Right? You have another means. It's all part of what we do here. Focus on our wine, right? Focus on anchor offer number one, focus on anchor offer number two. And I'm gonna go on those a little bit, right? We're gonna have innovations on things and things that are gonna tie into it better. I'm hoping that they fix some of this tracking system like for Canada. The blockchain is gonna fix that. I'm telling you right now, right? And we're gonna see opportunities in there and tie into it. There's other things that we're going to see come down the road to make life better and better and better for what we have. And we get to benefit from as many categories as possible. All right. So we're going to focus on what we know works. We're going to focus on our foundational anchors, and we're going to start broadcasting this stuff out there. Right now, and I always bring up the sell what's on the truck today. Prime One chat. We should be getting everybody involved in that. Anybody we know, market that out there. It's free to join. They earn crypto. That crypto, we believe is going to be worth something. We believe there's going to be massive value to it, but it's not all our eggs in that basket. You guys, we are involved in Internet of Things, which is what that is. That's a whole other proof of, tracking, right? Proof of tracking is what that project is. Now, now, just so you guys understand, when we got involved in that, we were dealing with one company that only did it, and it broke out to 2 companies. You know how many companies are doing IoT tracking now? It's in the hundreds. What that means is we picked a winning direction. Those who market it best are going to win. And this is why I'm so confident about it. It's like, guys, there are going to be rough parts. We're in a new frontier, right? We're paving a way that doesn't even have a road yet. We're waiting for the road to be built to even go forward. When you understand it that way, calm down. We're good. Focus on what we have now. Focus on our anchors and our foundational stuff. And as we build wealth together, we can start putting it in these pockets to gain from what we're going to be doing ourselves. We can all win and double down, make money on the marketing side, make money on the growth side. That's what's awesome about it. It's so much better than it's ever been because of these innovations. Now, Internet of Things is going to tie into another project we're doing, and we see where it's going. We see the tracking and we see what can be done. Only we're going to tie into something that's actually got foundational purpose and use already today. We have one of the biggest things coming out. What I like about Prime One Chat is that chat program is actually a tangible service. It works. We're using it every day, right? And the TV works, and we're using it every day, and that's been modified. The gaming stuff's coming out. All these different avenues. They have a great vision. The roads weren't always perfect. They're fixing those. We got to be patient with that. And as long as we're accumulating token, we're gambling on the win. And I consider it gambling. We might lose it all. But if we got it and are able to get in a situation where we can earn it for small investment or investment of time and energy and or money, that's what we're hedging on, right? We're making those decisions on that. This new thing coming out, and it's going to be new for a while, right? Because it's going to take a while for adoption. It's got purpose, but it's also got function already. They've been building the road for 3 years. So we're going to be into it. We are going to be the launching point for all the marketing in North America. They've already proven out in Asia and Europe. We'll be able to tie into that too, but we're going to be in our strong points. I'm extremely excited about it because it also cross-references to our Bella Vita product. We're going to have a way to prove that Bella Vita is working on anybody. It also is going to validate a lot of other things. You know, there's a solid winning mindset here, and I'm glad you guys are on here and getting the education. Congratulations for learning this stuff. Congratulations for being part of it. I'll put the trainings up as soon as possible so we can get the word out there and educate the world. But our community is going to be tied to new things, and we're going to be first to market on a lot of things. Now, let me cover that. If you're looking to make money today, fast cash, this is not the place to be. If this is not the place to be if you want to just make money and run. This is long-term legacy. All right. I don't know things that are legit that you can make money really quick and get out. Like those are always bad, scams or whatever. We don't do that. We build foundational business that reward us very generously in doing what we do best, which is getting the word out there and being in marketing, and understanding marketing in all the different aspects, right? I'm able to impress and teach that to everybody here, and then our instructors are keeping that contact going. We have something very special here, and because of that, we are going to be launching things first to market a lot. When we do that, it's sloppy. Things that, you know, the best intentions get cleaned up really quick when it actually hits the rubber to the road, and we're going to be with people that we trust are going to correct it. That's the way it's going to go, right? You know, when things are great, you don't know how great a character of a person is when things are great, because things are great. It's when something breaks down. And I'm going to just let you guys know this new project coming out. I've been watching these guys for over a decade now, and I watched them make mistakes. I saw them making the mistakes, and they kept going and getting better and better. So now I like working with them because I feel like if it goes bad, they already know how to fix it because they've gone this far. And not just that, but wow, have they fixed things. And we got to take it to the marketplace. The other thing about it is you guys, I'm gonna stress this. It's my nut theory, right? If you don't cover your nut, you make bad decisions. Your nut is what you need to live, and your necessaries should not just be what you need to live and get by for the month, but you should be able to have money left over to invest. That should be your nut too. You should have money to thrive. That should be your nut. Anything above and beyond that, right? You can start risking or leveraging to increase even more and to make the world a better place, hopefully. Hopefully you're investing in the right places. I found that when I invest in bettering the world, things work better. It's amazing. I think there's some universal truth to that. So I get to do that with you guys every day. And what I've noticed is when I have my core PBS functions bringing the money in, I can make better decisions on what I risk to advance that from, but I never lose sight or lose focus or change what I do to keep the main anchors running, to keep the main PBS going. That's, that covers the nut, that covers the need going on. And then I can start using the excess to create more excess. That's what I know works. I've never not seen it work that way. I'm never going to risk things I need to maintain the day-to-day because that's dangerous. That's volatile, and I can lose what I've already built up for so long. I invest in where the future is going. So like Tanya and I were able to invest in all these lead programs for you guys because we took money that we didn't need for our household, and we were able to invest forward on a projection of where we think we can win and something that we're constantly on every day. That to us seemed like a smart investment with our resources. And that's what we're able to do with all these other things. So when somebody comes in RRR247, we've given them a way to create now money, sustainable money, long-term money, and legacy incomes, and above and beyond their needs to invest in other things and go forward. And that's what I would only recommend for anybody. That's what I would do. Now, that's the way we intended it to be. And if people come in here and they take advantage of different things and they don't utilize the whole plan and it fails on them, it's because you didn't understand some advice from a friend that would say, hey, if it was me, here's what I would do. So I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm going to tell you what's worked for me and will continue to work for me is I take care of my nut. I work on foundational things that create passive, steady money with products that people are going to want and continue to build that. And then I venture to other things with my excess above that to press it forward. Things that if I lose it, it's not going to affect my day-to-day living or my family stability. And that's how I go at it. So that being said, I've dumped a lot of stuff on you guys for you to research. Rory3.com/blockchain-innovation. You guys are all welcome to take that, create your own pages, utilize that. And we're going to start drawing a lot more people in that want to learn this stuff. And it's a doorway for us. Instructors, this is a doorway to bring other people outside of our own marketing, your own marketing directly to come in. When you see somebody sign up in Coinbase, if you get any of the references, make sure you add that to your Trello cards because it's a precursor for them to come in another way. Keep track of your leads that come through, right? Create Trello cards of anybody you've introduced any of this stuff to. We're going to be outreaching in a bigger and bigger way. We have solutions that people are going to wish they had. We have it. I don't know anybody else that's this complex. And when I was in Puerto Rico meeting with these educational guys, their vision of where they're going, we've already been. We're already doing. We're ahead of them. We've been doing it for 13 years. They're not going to create it in a year or two. They need it. It's just time. They're not. I hope they do a great job and they'll get people to participate. But you guys, we have something that's tried and true to maintain. It's pretty valuable. We just got to get the word out there like anything else. And then all these other things are part of it. Anybody that enters our culture here is going to have the latest, greatest access to everything we have. But we got to do it in stages. So I hope you guys understand, and that's what I need everybody to buy into. I want your PBS up and functioning, everything going there. You got Google AdSense because that is the vessel that allows us to do all of these income streams and to maintain and grow and create a legacy you can pass on. All right. God bless everyone. See you guys in another training, and we get to do it. God bless.